Hey guys, welcome back to the Connoisseur Reviews. This is going to be my third part and final video on my reaction and in-depth analysis of the Pokemon Direct that happened on June 5th, 2019. I already did one analysis about the Pokemon that were announced, and I did a sort of a ranking / opinions on all 7 Pokemon that were announced during the Direct. And then yesterday I also did a video on some of the new features that were announced, Dynamaxing and Wild Zone and all that stuff. You guys can check out those videos. I just posted them yesterday and the day before. This one is going to be focusing on all the new characters that were announced and kind of like my opinion on it and where I see this, the characters in the arc kind of going. So let's go with the first character. I think that most people are going to be either excited for or not excited for. It's going to be Hop, who is going to be our rival. He is the younger brother of the region champion, which I'll get to later, and he is our rival. One of our rivals, because I guess there's going to be multiple rivals, maybe kind of like Black and White or Kalos, where there was a few different rivals that we had. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they're good and challenging rivals. From what we see in the trailer, it looks like Hop is going to be picking the weaker Pokemon. That's going to be weak to ours. So it's going to be kind of reminiscent of Hal from Sun and Moon. So, take that for what it is. But it seems like he's going to be a challenging rival because he is going to be on this journey with you on the same very day, and he's aspiring to be the best Pokemon trainer, a la his brother, who is a champion of the region. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that this rival is going to be a hard rival and not someone that's just going to, you're going to beat easily, every encounter and just feel bad for beating, because that's how I kind of felt doing to Hao and a few of the other rivals that we had in the past, because they were just nice guys and you were like crushing their dreams. The next character that was announced was Leon, the champion, who is Hop's brother. He has a Charizard with him. He's like this big celebrity. Everybody knows him. I like how they announced him early on because he's a freaking champion. He's a celebrity. Like, everybody should know him. Yes, I liked how, in Red and Blue and all the other games where we didn't know, like Steven and Ruby and Sapphire, or Cynthia and Diamond and Pearl, we didn't know they were the champions, and then we were just surprised. But they're supposed to be renowned. They're celebrities. They're the strongest trainers of the region. So having Leon be the celebrity that walks around, goes and interacts with people, and just kind of, he even has this epic cape, and so it's kind of cool. He has a Charizard, which kind of cliche, but whatever. I mean, maybe that's indicative of what type of trainer he is. Usually the champions are mixed brag, but sometimes they have a theme going on. Like Steven had like mineral Pokemon, and Lance was a dragon type, and so on and so forth. So hopefully he has a strong team and he's one of the better rivals. I mean, he looks strong, he looks cocky, but he also looks very friendly and awesome. So I liked his design. So that's him. I'm kind of excited to see him. And the next person announced is going to be the gym leader, Milo. He's the gym leader. He's a grass type gym leader. He has Eldegoss as his main Pokemon. I don't know if he's going to be our first gym leader, because his Pokemon is so strong in the trailer. It's level 19. He could be a second gym leader, but who knows? Maybe they up the level. So you're probably going to be fighting your first gym leader at a higher 10s level, like 19, 18 level. Whereas normally we usually fight them between 12 and 14. So maybe this game is going to be challenging us a lot more and expecting a lot more out of us. So that's a good indication if he is the first gym leader. But, we've seen it before where we've seen other gym leaders before, and then they ended up being like the second or third gym leaders as opposed to the very first gym leader. So that's him. I'm interested in where he goes. I mean, his stadium battle looked awesome. we had like these big crowds and people cheering and like this camera that was dynamic and all this stuff. So that's kind of exciting. It feels like the battles are the main focus. And if he's the first Himmler, it's going to be indicative of what type of level cap we're going to be getting throughout the games. So if he is at level 19, that means we're going to be challenging some strong trainers throughout the games. And then comes the professor and her assistant. I'm going to talk about her assistant first, who is Sonia. It's her granddaughter. She's her assistant. We didn't get too much out of it, but she's helping the professor. So kind of like maybe Bianca in Black and White 2. She's going to go around helping you, supporting you, giving you advice and new items and, little bits of information. And we'll probably see her throughout the story. So I don't know what to expect. I mean, she's a gorgeous looking character, so that's cool. But I don't know, maybe you'll fight her or something like that. That'll be kind of cool. But we didn't get too much from her, aside from just knowing that she just helps the main professor. And speaking of this professor, I'm hyped for this professor. She is an old lady, and the reason I'm hyped for this is because literally the day before the direct, my brother and I, we were talking about that we haven't had an old lady professor, and then the recent professors have all been kind of quote-unquote like hot professors. Juniper, pretty good looking. Sycamore, total babe. And then we had Professor Kukui, who is basically, a sex icon. So it's interesting. I mean, it's great that we're getting an older character back, and then it's older women only being the second main female professor. I mean, we've gotten side female professors before too, but she's the main one. Professor Magnolia, and I love it. Like, she is the best girl. She's regal. She looks, kind of reminds me of like the Queen, but not really. I don't know how to describe it, because I was really hoping, because it's Galar, that we were going to get an old lady and to kind of symbolize the Queen. So I'm glad we got her, and I was so hyped when I saw it was an old lady. Like, I literally jumped for joy when I saw Professor Magnolia. So I'm hyped for her. Hopefully she's one of the better professors we've had. The recent professors have been more interactive in the story and stuff, so that's been great. So to see them more engaged, I mean, we had Oak, who was iconic, but then we had Elm, who was kind of passive in the story. Birch looked like he was more interactive, but he was a false, thing, and Rowan was just kind of there. I like Professor Rowan, but he was just there, like, oh, there's a professor somewhere. But, with the recent games, so hopefully Magnolia's a more interactive professor, and she's plays a crucial role to the story, and she probably has some cool twists or something throughout. So, having said that, I like all the characters that we saw. They look promising. They look like they're going to bring a lot to the story, a lot to the world. So, fingers crossed that this is going to be a challenging game, that this is going to be a very good story-driven game, but not to the point where Sun and Moon was holding your hand. With all the other features that we've seen, it looks like it's going to be a little bit more open world. So this concludes my 3-part series of my ideas and thoughts and opinions of all the stuff we saw from the direct this past Wednesday. So let me know what you guys think about these new characters that we got. Who are you most hyped for? Who, did you jump for joy like I did with Magnolia? What do you think of Hop as a rival and Leon as a champion? And what more are you guys looking forward to? What other characters are you looking to see? What other types of characters are you looking to see? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my various social media sites at AwesomeMartinK, or on my Tumblr at TheConnoisseur Reviews. All right, guys. Gucci. I'll see you guys later.